Hello all of you. Uh, Now we are going to discuss about the equivalent circuit of transformer. So the equivalent circuit of transformer is useful to do calculations, like we have got various parameters like efficiency and voltage regulation of a transformer. We can find out those parameters using the equivalent circuit of transformer. So using those parameters we can determine the performance of the transformer, that is whether the performance of transformer is good or not. This diagram, you are well aware of this diagram. So just to revise the parameters. So this is a primary input voltage. V1 is primary input voltage or primary voltage. I1 is primary current. E1 is the primary induced EMF. E2 is the secondary induced EMF. These two are induced because of the induction phenomena. And V2 is the secondary voltage. I2 is secondary current. So to these terminals load is connected. So this diagram you are aware of these parameters. And this is your primary winding and this is secondary winding, and this rectangle is the core part of transformer, which is made up of silica steel, and it is laminated to avoid the eddy current losses. Moving on to the next diagram. So this is the equivalent circuit of transformer. So this is the equivalent circuit of transformer. So here to explain about, so we have got R1 and X1. So R1 is primary resistance, X1 is primary reactance. Combination of these two is primary impedance Z1. Next, this is called as excitation branch or no load branch. So this R0 X0 which is connected in parallel or in shunt is called as excitation branch or no load branch. So in this I0 amount of current flows. So you know I0 is no load current. So I0 comprises of two components, IW and IMU. So this is IW and IMU. So IW is the working component of no load current which supplies the core losses that occur in transformer. Next, IMU is called as a magnetizing component which will maintain flux in the transformer. I2 dash is called as a load component of primary current. So that is a load component of primary current. The phasor addition of I0 and I2 dash is I1. So the phasor addition of I0 and I2 dash is I1. In AC, if you want to add two quantities, we need to do phasor addition. Okay. And again, E1 is a primary induced EMF, E2 is secondary induced EMF. I2 is a load current that flows through load. Next, R2 is load, secondary resistance. X2 is a secondary winding reactance. Combination of these two is Z2. Okay, Z2 is the secondary impedance. So this is the equivalent circuit of transformer. So we can do a few operations here. Now what we will do is we will transfer the secondary side parameters to primary side. We will transfer the secondary side parameters to primary side. So these are the secondary side parameters. We will transfer these parameters along with the voltage. We will transfer these parameters to the primary side using the relations which we have. So transferring secondary side parameters to primary side using these parameters. So you know R2 dash, when secondary resistance is transferred to primary side, it becomes R2 dash, which is equal to R2 by K square, where K is called as a transformation ratio. Next, X2 dash is called as a secondary reactance, that is equal to X2 by K square. So whenever resistance or reactance is transferred from secondary to primary, we should divide it with K square. Next, coming to voltage parameter, E2 dash is equal to E2 by K. Whenever voltage is transferred from, whenever a voltage parameter or voltage is transferred from secondary to primary, we should divide with K, that is a transformation ratio K. So you can get this thing using this relation. So how do we get E2 dash is equal to E2 by K? So when E2 dash is transferred to primary, it becomes equal to E1. So if I write E1 is equal to the equation, that will be equal to E2 dash. So here it is written, if I write equation equal to E1, that will be equal to E2 dash, because when E2 is transferred to primary, it is E2 dash which will be equal to E1. So if I write expression for E1, that will be equal to E2 dash. So E1 is equal to E2 by K. So this can be obtained from the transformation ratio. So this is the transformation ratio. You know that E2 by E1 is equal to V2 by V1 is equal to I1 by I2, that is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to K. That is a transformation ratio. So using the transformation ratio expression, I will write equation for E1. So from this I can write E1 is equal to E2 by K. If E2 is transferred to primary, it becomes E2 dash which will be equal to E1. So therefore I can write E2 dash is equal to E2 by K. So that is how I will get the expressions. So here only secondary circuit is indicated. So this is only the secondary circuit. So here in this, this is only the secondary circuit is drawn here. Nothing new is indicated here. So after transferring to primary, so after transferring secondary to primary, this is the circuit we will get. So this is the circuit after transferring it to primary. So here R2 becomes R2 dash, X2 becomes X2 dash, E2 becomes E2 dash which will be equal to E1, V2 becomes V2 dash which will be equal to V2 by K. So here you can see voltage should be divided with K when it is transferred from secondary to primary. Next, impedance ZL dash is equal to ZL by K square. So this is the secondary circuit after transferring to primary. So next what we do is we will combine the primary circuit and secondary circuit and we will draw it here. So in this circuit both primary and secondary circuits are drawn here. So if you see R1, X1, V1, I1, and this secondary portion is transferred and attached to the or connected to the primary side. Okay, you can see here V1, I1, R1, X1 primary side resistance and reactance, and shunt branch. So this is called as shunt or excitation branch. Okay, this is called as a shunt or excitation branch. And again the secondary side circuit which is transferred to primary is connected here. This is called as an exact equivalent circuit of transformer. So this is called the exact equivalent circuit of transformer referred to primary. So this circuit which is shown in the page is called as exact equivalent circuit of transformer referred to primary, because here all the parameters are referred to primary side. Next we can do some approximations here. In a transformer, for simplification purpose you can do some approximations here. So what is that we are going to do? See the point. So next we will go for approximate equivalent circuit. Look at the point. To get approximate equivalent circuit, shift the no load branch R0 and X0 to the left of R1 and X1, thereby drop across R1 and X1 due to I0 is neglected. So now what we do is we will shift the no load branch or excitation branch to the left of R1 and X1. By doing that approximation or operation, we are neglecting the voltage drop in R1 and X1 caused by no load current I0, because you know no load current I0 is very small, that is just 5% of full load current. So here no load current I0 is just 5% of full load current, so which is very small current. So even if that current is neglected, there won't be much error in calculations. So by shifting the no load branch to the left of R1 and X1, we are neglecting the drop due to I0 in R1 and X1. That is primary winding resistance and reactances. So here in this circuit the operation is shown. So here the no load branch is shifted to the left of R1 and X1. So by doing this operation we have neglected the drop due to no load current I0 in R1 and X1. So you can see this in the circuit diagram shown. So this is called as approximate equivalent circuit referred to primary. So this circuit is called as approximate equivalent circuit of transformer referred to primary. Why it is approximate means we have by shifting this excitation branch we have neglected the voltage drop created because of I0 in R1 and X1. So in the next circuit diagram, even if you remove this excitation branch and draw this circuit, remaining circuit, there won't be much problem. So this is called as approximate equivalent circuit of transformer referred to primary. So in the next circuit we have combined R1 and R2 dash and X1 and X2 dash. You know R01 is called as equivalent resistance of transformer referred to primary, and which is equal to R01 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash. That is R01 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash, and again X01 is equal to X1 plus X2 dash. So that is shown in this circuit. So these are the expressions indicating the operation. So you know R01 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash, that is equal to R1 plus R2 by K square. X01 is equal to X1 plus X2 dash, that is equal to X1 plus X2 by K square. Again Z01 is equal to R01 plus JX01. Z01 is the impedance of transformer referred to primary, equivalent impedance of transformer referred to primary. Similarly you can write the other two expressions, that is equations for R0, that is excitation branch or no load branch parameter, which is equal to V1 by IW. IW is called as working component of no load current, which supplies the core losses that occur in transformer, and again X0 is equal to V1 by IM. IM is called as a magnetizing component, which supplies the which maintains the flux or which sustains the flux in the transformer core. So this is the approximate equivalent circuit of transformer referred to primary. Similarly we can also draw the equivalent circuit of transformer referred to secondary, but that is not required. So this is a very important question and easy question. Try to learn this question. Thank you all of you.